Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 7674, V-19 Torrent. This set includes 471 pieces and originally retailed for $54.99 back in July of 2008. Now as you can see, I no longer own the original box for this set, but I do have the original instructions, as damaged as they are, because when I was young I used to draw on my instructions, so there's a quick look at that. And we also do get two instruction booklets right there, book 1 and 2, and like I said, I used to tape these together back in the day when I was little. It's something that I do regret doing back in the day, but either way, main picture of the set right there, you get that classic blue look for the LEGO Star Wars, LEGO Clone Wars style look from the very top of the box, which I do really love from back in the day. Taking a look at the back of the first one, we get an advertisement for some of the other sets available. The only one that I have left to review on here is this one, which is the Magna Guard Starfighter, which is pretty nice. These two, you guys can check out reviews for a link in the description below. And then we just get a transition to instruction number 2. Instruction number 2 is kind of falling apart though. From the back you get the old win information, even featuring that N1 Naboo Starfighter. Pretty cool to see that from the very back. And also that set I remember seeing back in the day, just some nostalgic things from the back. And then you get a quick LEGO Club advertisement for 2 pages and also a sign-up sheet. Quick advertisement for the 2008 wave of sets, which I do own all of these and have reviews up for all of them, except for this one, which I don't think I'm gonna review just because I am missing the stickers and the torso piece for one of the characters, and I decided just to sell it anyways because, you know, I could probably buy a new one. From there we get this very nice side art featuring those sets as well, which I do really love seeing that within these older instructions. Some more views of those 2 sets that I have already reviewed, in addition to the play features for this particular set, which I'll be looking at in this video. And then finally we have the piece count for a total of 2 pages, and then the final overall model for this particular set. So yeah, that's all for the instructions. So let's take a look at the minifigure included. For our one and only minifigure included, we have this clone pilot, which this minifigure is not exclusive, coming within 4 other sets counting this one. Now we get the regular clone build-up right there with the white legs, black belt piece, white arms, black hands right there, longer style gun for the accessory. Printing from the front is exclusive to the clone pilots, and then the back printing should be the same as any other clone trooper during this era. We also get the clone helmet with the printing exclusive from the front for the clone pilot. Would really like to see LEGO make a new one of these sometime in the future with an exclusive helmet mold, would be pretty nice. And then underneath the helmet you will get the older style Clone Wars facial expression for the clones, which is also pretty nice to get for the time period, just for like the army building factor. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this clone pilot. So one of the more interesting things included in the set is this Technic beam, which also has 2 of these Technic pins included. Now if you don't know what this is used for, this is used within the building process for the set, which I find really interesting how it works. So if we bring the V-19 Torrent off to the side, you can take a look at these longer parts over here. Now this piece is used to actually clip into this area right here from the very side, and you can just see that it goes in very nicely. And this is how we install the wings for the set, just so that it makes it easier so they don't move around on you, which I do really like that LEGO actually included that. That's one of the more interesting things that I find, that I'm happy that LEGO included within this particular set. Though still I think that there are a few flaws with like the design for this, and I really wish that LEGO would have remade this, because there was a point when LEGO was actually supposed to make a new version of this back in say like 2018 or something like that, but that never came to see the light of day. Maybe we'll get lucky next year in 2022, but like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. And I think that that's just something that LEGO did that was really like nice for this particular set. And then as one does, we also get some extras of these flick fire missiles right here, which also include the cone piece in that translucent blue, and we'll take a closer look at shooting those off later. Now looking at the final overall model for the V-19 Torrent, I think it looks nice, though definitely there are some flaws like I said before, especially with like how like the maneuvers for this particular set work. I think that there are some flaws there. I do like how they did actually make an exclusive piece to this set in order to make like the function work, which I think is really interesting that they did that. And also one other problem that I have with this set, though technically that's just for me right now, is that the stickers are peeling on this set, which are actually like peeling even worse than I would have expected. Like the actual like front piece of like the sticker is peeling off and losing some of the color, which is kind of annoying, but Either way, that's the only other complaint that I really have, other than the wing from the very top, which I'll show in a minute. Though when it comes to the main design for the cockpit, I think they did a very nice job. I like how they use this piece. It does fit very nicely with like the rest of the design. We also have like this slide out feature from the front, so you can actually slide this by holding on to these small pieces right there. You can slide it back and forth in order to access the cockpit inside, which I did have to move that wing down in order to take a look inside there, where we get a blue seat piece in addition to a printed 2x2 tile for like the main control. You can place your minifigure in there and sit them down on the seat piece and slide back in the front of the cockpit area, so then it does enclose them within that general area. That is pretty nice. I think that that feature is very well done. We also do get a sticker from the front of this. Like I said before, it is peeling. Next, looking at the overall color scheme, we do get that dark red look, a little bit of that lime green, and also the white for the Republic. You can take a look at that just all around from the back. I do like how they did these, like I said before, how you can also install these using that extra Technic function included, and you can just take a look at the overall build-up from the back, where we also get the engines with a little bit of dark blue coming out from the back. I like how that looks. Lots of Technic features just for like the main components of making this thing work, especially including that new piece, like I said before, which if you want to see how that works, that's one of the more interesting things, at least in my opinion, of how that works. How you can spin the front of these in order to lower the wings, and while you're lowering the wings, you also bring up from the very bottom the feet, the landing gear, so you can actually do that both at the same time, which I really love how you can actually do that, how you can have like the landing gear fold up from the very bottom. You can just take a look at that, how it folds up closer to the very top, and also the wings do expand to come out. Though definitely I think that the wings aren't at too good of an angle. I think that they are still at like a weird angle for the set, though it does definitely help when you bring the top fin down, which I'll show in a minute. So taking a look over here, here's just another look at that piece that is exclusive to the set and how it works in order to bring the wings down and also to fold in the landing gear. Lots of gear systems and Technic pieces going on from that point. You can also take a look at the wings, where we get these stickers on these pieces just for the Republic symbol. Pretty nice. Continuing that color scheme of the dark red and the white. We also get some pretend guns over here, which I do really like seeing some pretend guns in addition from the very bottom of the wing, where we get some flick fire missiles and also one of these in order to launch them. So if you don't know how flick fire missiles work, I'm just going to turn this right around, and all you got to do is this, and it'll shoot it off into the distance, never to be found again unless it was as weak as that, and you can just plop it right back in. Very nice and easily. You get it from both sides. And also, while we're at the bottom, here's just a quick look at the overall design for that. We also get a lot of these upside down slope pieces over here, especially in the sand green color, which I'm kind of confused as to why they include them in that color. It's sort of weird, though, you know, it's still pretty nice to get them in that color, as it's one of those colors that I am very nostalgic by from Harry Potter. We also get the build-up for the landing gear down here, which are also pretty cool. I like how they use like these pieces that you'd normally see in like Bionicle right there. But overall, you can just bring down the wings in order to actually bring the landing gear in, and then you can also swing back the main top fin area. So in order to bring the top fin down, we do get this little like lever sort of area going on, where you can put it to the side in order to make sure that this does stay up in the correct position when it's in a landing formation. Though in order to bring this down to make it look like it's flying, what you have to do is bring it to the center, which from there, it'll bring it down to the very bottom of the vehicle in order to make it look how it's supposed to. So here's just a quick look at how the ship should look if it is flying, which, you know, I kind of don't like how this looks. You know, it is accurate to the source material, though one problem that I definitely have with like this bottom wing is that the fact that there isn't like anywhere for it to lock, so you can't lock it into a place, so it is like easy to like move around. So if you are trying to like hold this in order to make it fly, you know, there is that problem of this thing not really being that stable. So definitely this is a set that I would really love to see LEGO remake sometime in the future. So wrapping up my final thoughts, here's just a quick look at that bottom wing right here. We also use some of these bobble pieces right here, where we also get some other building features that we normally probably wouldn't see built into these, which I find rather interesting. We have another one from the very back featuring another engine, or just another gun in general, because you can actually move that up and down, which I do really like that. That's one of the more interesting building features in this set. And then we just continue the color scheme for that and then like I said, you can bring it back up to the main top area and then lock it into place by moving this to the side, and then you can bring the wings back up into the correct position by just turning those areas, which brings the landing gear down in order to bring the ship back into the landing position down at the bottom. So overall, for $55 back in the day, I think that this set is somewhat worth it, though it is a little bit overpriced for the price per piece, and you only get one minifigure in this set, which is kind of disappointing, though it is really the only minifigure that matters when it comes to driving the vehicle. I do think that there are some flaws when it comes to the design of this set, which, like I said, I would really like to see LEGO remake this sometime in the future. It is one of those vehicles from the Republic that is pretty noticeable, and especially, you know, I would really love to see LEGO just plow through and make a bunch of the older Clone Wars sets and just show how much they can improve upon those designs, because they haven't made them since the release of the show, and I think that they definitely can improve upon a lot of those designs. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!